Mother coming through, but us from another place. Do you remember me? Memories of red and blue, reigniting you. Bear your face and roar, free us up forevermore. Here and now. Emblem, engage. Bonds of fire, connect us, love provides, protects us like the heroes from the pages, like the stories of the ages. Bonds of hope, unite us, shining on to guide us. Skies above embrace the beauty. The time is now for you and me.
All right, I'm here. Before I
Rise from a
list
thousand years
starting
ago.
June stream, right? I do want to just give a spoiler warning because of the nature of reverse recruitment, and it's a game that has only been out for. Also, hello, altruistic computer. Hello, Valhalla. So it's a game that has only been out for a short while. If you have not gotten all of the... Hello, Florina. Good luck in class. Maybe I'll still be playing when you get out. I don't know how long I'm going to stream for, to be honest. If you haven't gotten all of the recruitable characters, which you get the last recruitable character at the start of Chapter 22, it will have spoilers because you see who's recruitable, since they're swapped with each other. But I did just want to, give that before starting up. I played through the prologue already because I don't think that's an interesting thing, to stream. It's like a tutorial. However, I'm not going to be skipping... Well, I'll skip this, because this is pre-rendered cutscene. In a pre-rendered cutscene, I'll skip. But, I'm not going to skip this, because I think part of the fun of reverse recruitment in a modern Fire Emblem is seeing the character models in the in-engine cutscenes. So, obviously, it's not Vale's voice, because, the line was voiced by Vander, but I find it incredibly funny to hear that voice coming from that body, and they're using the same, model expressions that correspond with the model expressions that the character they're replacing are doing. I don't know, I find it funny. Oh, you can hear the voices. Oh, right. I had my desktop audio muted. Yeah, I've got it. Sorry, that was my bad. Can you hear now?
I don't believe I got your names.
Oh, sorry. We were so excited we forgot.
I'm sorry about that. Already started out, and the humor of it got ruined by the no sound.
And I'm Fram. We're twins. We've been waiting for
So you might have noticed...
As stewards of the dragon,
You might have noticed that, Alir has not been swapped. There's a couple of reasons I chose not to do this. The main one is moving Alir is more complicated than moving other characters, and I wanted to get this patch finished, fairly quickly. You can move Alir. There's a reverse recruitment patch in the works that factors in Alir and has Alir and Vale switch places. And Zetetic is doing an Oops All Anna run, and Alir is replaced by Anna, because everyone's Anna. And if you do that, you can actually run around the monastery as that other character, which I think is super cool. But it's a headache to do, and I kind of didn't want to do it. Especially considering how easy it was to make reverse recruitment, because for those who don't know, those who haven't, pulled around with the game's internal files, characters' stats are auto-leveled. In this game, characters' stats are auto-leveled, just by default. So, all I had to do was switch people's places, inventories, and classes, and they auto-leveled up or down to where they would be at that point. Which sort of dovetails into the second reason that I didn't swap Alir, is because, Mavier as a Jagan, just kind of destroys the entire early game, whereas Vale as a Jagan, there's a little bit more you can do with her. Since she's a special class, and Vander's internal level is 15, theoretically, she should be a level 15 Fell Dragon. Also very funny to have Vale be the one telling Alir, that the Fell Dragon's bad.
Memories will return in
So I'll skip to the, I feel like we've done enough of the cutscene. I'll skip to the maps to sort of explain. Oh yeah, since this is a not in-engine cutscene, that will not have the swapped models. But I'll show you what I did with Vale, because I took a couple of liberties with her. Vander's internal level is 15, so theoretically she should be 15. But if she was 15, so here's her stats, right? As a level 1 unit. 8 defense is not that high, 21 HP is not that high. However, as a level 15 unit, enemies were dealing 0 damage to her up through chapter 3. And I felt like that was not fun, so I just moved her down to level 1. I think she still kind of functions as a Jagan, because, like, those are still pretty good stats. I also didn't give her personal weapons. I debated giving her personal weapons that she gets, but instead I'm going to have Vander join with her personal weapons, because, let's be honest, Vander replacing Vale is just going to be a joke unit, because his growths and auto level and all that, he's not going to look great as a unit. We've got Mavier, and he's a Lance Fighter. For those who don't know, Lance Fighter promotes to Royal Knight. It's not a Cavalier class, it's a Lance Fighter class. So that's kind of weird, but... and then Saphir is an Axe Fighter, because she's a hero. I feel like that's, you know, fairly self-explanatory. But, it is nice to have... Oh, oops, wrong. It is nice to have both of these skills available in the early game. I feel like it makes things a lot easier. Oh, here's the other thing that makes Vale, like, actually a Jagan, right? She just one-rounds everyone on this map.
Let's go.
So hilariously, right? I played through a good portion of the game in normal mode so that I could have saves, like I was staggering saves, in order to test my reverse recruitment patch. Yeah, she's going to be really good for the early game thanks to her personal, which is why I thought, also welcome Squiggy, which is why I thought that, I'll just have her go there. I thought that her being level 1, she can still function as a Jagan, because her personal skill's really good, and she one-rounds enemies, but she's, like, kind of squishy now, right? And I say that as she's taking 2 damage, 90% hit. No, this is just hard mode. I might do it on Maddening at some point. I did give her Vander's internal level, so she will fall off. But, so I was testing, in order to test the mod, I played through on normal casual. Saphir looks so weird with her usual armor. Oh, get used to that. A lot of characters are gonna look weird without their usual armor. Everyone is just wearing generic outfits. There's a way to change that, actually. There's a way to give people not generic outfits. Oh, my favorite thing... Hold on. My favorite thing about this, right, is, like, in vanilla, Clan and From are supposed to be in danger. With Contemplative, he has 12 defense, right? This guy will deal 1 damage to him. And in normal mode, which is how I playtested this, because I did a normal casual just to speed through the game and see if there's any bugs. Because there are some issues with generals. Vale as a Jagan gives me Radiant Dawn vibes. Oh, because he's a knife Jagan, yeah. But in normal mode, he tinks on Mavier. It's very funny. Also, fun fact, in normal mode, or casual, I'm not sure which, you get infinite turn wheel. Which is just, like, so bizarre to me. I get it. Like, it's fine, whatever. I'm not... I can understand people being mad about that, but I personally think, like, I'm not going to use it. I'm glad it's there for the people who want to use it, right?
I gotta protect Fran.
I gotta protect From. Oh, no. She took, like, 3 damage. It's a normal mode thing. Okay. But, yeah, so, like, I do wish that, Hard and Maddening only have 10. I thought Maddening had fewer. I know Hard had 10. I've only ever played in Hard. I've done 2 hard mode playthroughs. Well, I say I've done 2 hard mode playthroughs. I'm on chapter 21 in my 2nd hard mode playthrough. I want to do Maddening at some point, but I didn't trust IS to make Maddening fun for a first playthrough. I've heard that's not correct. I've heard they actually did a good job at it. But I didn't trust them after 3 houses, like, because that difficulty's a mess. Here we go. I actually really like this cutscene. I'm gonna play it out because I like it. I'm a big fan of a lot of the cutscenes. I know they're like not as pretty as the Three Houses one, right? But they're more frequent, and there's not really areas that feel like glaring omissions of cutscenes, like how happens in like Crimson Flower a lot. Nah, Maddening has 10. I say because I did Maddening on my first playthrough, moved down to hard, and then normal later. That's completely valid. I've heard people argue that you shouldn't be allowed to turn down the difficulty, and that just feels like, I don't know where that comes from. To be honest. I don't know, I get a lot of weird hot takes about Fire Emblem from Fire Emblem fans. This is just vanilla, though. This is just how you're supposed to do this map, vanilla. Oh yeah, I named my Alir, just Alir backwards. I'm stuck on chapter 17 right now, so I might turn it down to normal. My personal thing for the normal mode, right? Having played through on normal casual, in many ways the early game really felt like a joke in normal mode. Like, Vander doubled like every fucking enemy. It was kind of absurd. Cause like Vander, and in some ways I'm like, why make Vander double everything? You can't set up kills then. Out of curiosity, would it be possible to reverse the order in which you get the emblems as well? Probably. Cause you can edit the emblems. So at the very least, what you could do is, for example, give Marth all of Erika's skills and vice versa. Because you can edit the emblems. In my 0% growths patch, I edited Emblem Tiki, just deleted Starsphere. So at the very least, you could give Marth Erika's skills, etc., etc. But I'm sure there's also a way to just reverse the emblems themselves. Because, like, so a peek behind the curtain, the way that I made this reverse recruitment, right? And it will come up in supports as well. Veil isn't Veil. Veil is just Vander with all of Veil's attributes. So what happens is the game just said every time the game is supposed to pull Vander, it pulls Veil instead. Anytime the game is supposed to pull Klon, it pulls Mavier instead. Anytime the game is supposed to pull From, it pulls Saphir instead. Are all the supports still the same, or does Veil now have Vander supports? So the supports are really funky, and I don't want to spoil that because I will show you what happened with the supports when I first get supports available. But something very interesting happened that I was worried was going to cause a crash, but doesn't. And I could probably fix it, but one, the supports are complicated to edit, and two, I kind of like how it ended up because it's kind of hilarious.
Here we are. We are safe within these walls.
So I'm probably just gonna leave it how it is.
So this is Lethos Castle. It's beautiful.
I'm glad you think so.
I love the idea of just Veil just being there.
Remember this place. I've long waited to.
But the answer is, it's complicated. We'll skip this cutscene. I'm really only gonna play the in-engine cutscenes when, like, we get a new unit and see them. Because otherwise, like, you know, the...
See this enemy.
Yeah, I know how break works. The funny thing is I have tutorials turned off, and all these tutorials that pop up are the ones that just happen by default.
Hey, Divine One. I don't know if you knew this or not, but I can use magic.
No, you can't.
I'm good from near or far. Even
No,
against
you're not.
protected
You have a
enemies.
one-range enemy. You have a one-range weapon. I thought about giving him Javelin because From has 1-2 range, but I decided, you know, fire is basically Iron Tome, right? Does everyone one-round this person?
The Divine One looked right some mean healing with my staff. Not only that, I can take incoming hits for nearby allies. But it's smart.
I will say some of these like voices coming out of specific models really gives me psychic damage. The biggest one is Hortensia's voice coming from Celine's model just feels so off.
I'm with you.
So, my entire early game squad, other than my Jagan, won rounds at this fabrication.
Say the word.
Opinions. How do you feel about the fact that you only get the unit selection quote once per battle? I'm excited to hear Lyndon's voice. Lyndon is probably my favorite character in the game.
I'll do my best.
Like in vanilla, I mean. So here's the, like, kind of funky thing, right? Is, because everyone is one-rounding, training a Lear actually is a lot harder than in vanilla. Lyndon and Saphir, I got Lyndon and Saphir as A support in my first playthrough.
Here until the end.
It was like the only A support I got. It was like Lyndon and Saphir, and then I got Vale and Mavier. And I think that's it. I didn't even get any Lear A supports. I didn't S support anyone. I didn't even do that paralog.
Queen Lumera, I don't want to attack you. Oh, I feel busy.
Shoutouts to the lance going through his shoulder pad. It's almost as if Mavier wasn't meant to be in this class. Almost. Interestingly, they have the sprite work for him as a spear fighter, though. Like, this right here on the left. I don't know why they have unpromoted sprites for these people, but I'm a fan of it. Because it means, you'll see when we get Rosado, because I made Rosado a peg. And because pegs are gender locked, basically what ends up happening is his sprite is just like a black blob. Oh wait, what? You're aggressive? No, wait, fuck! Oh my god, I came over it in chapter 2. No! I just wanted Alir to get a single kill. Oh, I forgot that attacking Lumera made her, I forgot that attacking Lumera made her aggressive. Oh my god. That's another thing I've heard people complain about, is that you can keep the EXP if you game over. My thing is, like, I'm never gonna do it, but I'm glad it's there for people who want it. I feel that way about a lot of the, difficulty things. Or rather, lack of difficulty things. Yeah, if you game over, you can retain your EXP. I think it's fine. Triangle Strategy is the same thing. I actually made use of it in Triangle Strategy. I'm never gonna do it in here. But, like, here's my thing, right? Is, like...
Don't worry.
Because it's just optional, it doesn't do anything to you. Like, it doesn't do anything negative to you, right?
I am sorry.
You could test and see if it works that way in Maddening. I suspect that it would be disabled on Maddening, because Maddening, like, also gets... It doesn't get rid of skirmishes, but it also, like, really, really lowers the skirmishes. Oh, you can't do it on Maddening? Okay, that's what I thought. Because Maddening seems to really, really want to de-incentivize you from being able to do any sort of grinding whatsoever. Like, Arena gives significantly less experience. There are significantly fewer skirmishes. But, like, so here's my thing, right? Is... I can understand being like, wow, that makes it so much easier. Just don't use it, though. Like, it doesn't force you to use it.
Let's hear it.
So, like, the term accessibility gets thrown around for difficulty stuff, and I don't think that's the correct term for it, because accessibility implies, like, disability stuff, and, like, being bad at video games isn't a disability.
Vander, attack me.
It's a profession. It's called game journalism. That was a low blow, but I think it was a funny joke. Yet Micaiah Staffy XP and Chain Guard grinding still exists. It does. I wonder, I feel like the Chain Guard one is an oversight. I feel like that is not how they intended Chain Guard grinding to go. Because I saw Emblem's video where he ground Fram to level 20, right? And they have the experience decay. Plus, like, he had to box in the boss and have Fram on a fort. Like, the fact you can't do it unless you're at full HP makes me think that they didn't want you to grind with it. And it's just, you know, it's an exploit. Which, like, games have exploits. I don't think that's, like, necessarily, like, terrible or whatever. But they tried their best to get rid of grinding. And then Chain Guard grinding only exists for specific units. Unless you, like, reclass into Martial Monk. Like, if you reclass Vander into Martial Monk just to Chain Guard grind. Oh, God. That sounds kind of hilarious. You want... Everyone one-rounds this dingus. Okay, well... do this. But, like, I don't think the inclusion of, like, easy mode stuff, like the retaining experience, is accessibility. But it does make the game more, it allows a larger audience to play it than perhaps would have otherwise. And I think that's only a good thing. That sounds funny because you kind of require Byleth to get the arts proficiency. Right, because Tiki doesn't give any proficiencies. I wonder if any of the other DLC emblems would give arts proficiency. I've seen the list of what data mining indicates they probably are. Someone else gives arts. I mean, fuck, we're in reverse recruitment. Anyone who's watching this is getting Chapter 22 spoilers anyway. Emblem Byleth. Or Emblem, not Emblem. Emblem Alir gives arts. Like, I'm playing it sort of fast and loose with story spoilers just because of the nature of the run. I'm not gonna, like... I'm not gonna go out of my way to spoil things. But I'm also operating under the assumption that, like, if you're watching a run where Vale replaces Vander, Tiki does give Fist proficiency? Oh, does she? Okay. Well, then that's what you do, is you DLC pay to win, make Vander into a martial monk, and then Chain Guard for, like, 30 hours. Alright, can we... Because now we've poisoned you.
I'm ready to help.
We'll just do this. And then I'll have Alir get the kill because I want to try to train Alir. Stabby, stabby. Finally, my old man can punch. True, though. That's really interesting. Backup attacks don't trigger in this map. Kind of like how in Chapter 1 you can't break. That should have been a backup attack. That's really interesting. I guess, so like, because in Chapter 1 you can't break because you didn't get the break tutorial yet, I guess backup attacks just don't happen until you get the backup tutorial. I wonder what proficiency the future DLC emblems will give. That's interesting to think about. I know at least one of them is definitely going to give Tome, which is good because we need more Tome proficiency emblems. I think it's kind of absurd that Corrin doesn't give Tome and Staff. Like, it kind of just makes it so... Like, no one in the mid-game wants to be a mage. Like, Anna is really the only physical unit who wants to go mage, right? But you can't just meme with, like, I want to go Sage Fadago or something stupid.
Well, you bested...
Which is unfortunate, because that would be cool. Does base SP auto level, or did you... I had to manually change people's base SP. So if someone has the wrong base SP... Oh, wait, are you gonna give... Are you gonna give quotes that relate to your character? Can someone tell me, are these... This isn't Vander, right? These are their own lines. That's because I was like, that doesn't seem like the sort of thing Clown would say. That he doesn't have anything to do with pickles. That's really cool. That they pull their own lines. I know you can do it from the menu, but I think it's fun to run to the walls.
How wonderful to see my child. Oh, there's so much to... We can chat. If my child's memories are truly...
Yeah, I think that's that and, knives. Which, like, I get restraining knives because it's just Thief and Wolf Knight are the only ones who use it. And, like, it does kind of mean that, like, for example, you can't just send Kagetsu to Wolf Knight immediately.
Queen Lumiera seems so kind and caring.
Although, I would not be surprised if... There's the DLC Emblem, who, I suspect will have knives.
Lucky to be her child.
If the rumors are true, there's a DLC Emblem, from my favorite... or not favorite, but one of my favorite Fire Emblem games, who I suspect will give knives. As a haha funny reference.
What was that? Was that me?
Are you all right?
I was. Were you here that...
You were...
Oh.
Knives kind of suck in his game. Yes, yeah. I mean, fuck. Again, I'm playing it fast and loose with spoilers for this particular stream. Mute for a minute if you are worried about, or if you don't want, like, data leak spoilers, right? So, like, I think Soren should give knives. I think that would be great.
Right away.
I also, so I've been, like, thinking about what the maps will be for the various DLC emblems. I feel like Soren's map is probably either going to be the Radiant Dawn map where you are racing to rescue Skramir from the duel, or the Radiant Dawn map where you are defending while the Lagoos retreat. What if he gives knives but not... Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Done well.
Bring it on.
Bring it on! It's still weird to me that Corrin doesn't give tome or staff proficiency, because, like, when she promotes... The canon promotion, true, though.
I'll help.
So now we get backup attacks. Even though we haven't had the backup tutorial yet. So I think it was just because we couldn't have, in vanilla, gotten backup attacks in Chapter 2. I wonder if that's something I can edit. I'm not gonna. Oh, the burn supplies map would be a good one, too. Basically, like, there's a good number of maps that link to Soren's tacticalizing. I've been thinking about what Robin's map would be, too. I think Robin's map, weirdly, the boat map, where you burn the boats, would work for Robin. Either that or Dragon's Table. Because Dragon's Table is a big plot moment, where, like, all of the behind-the-scenes schemes pay off. But then the boat one is Robin's plot to burn another boat or whatever paid off.
Could it be? Are you the Divine Dragon? You finally woke up?
I did, yes.
That's amazing!
The reason I don't think it would be the Premonition map... The reason I don't think it would be the Premonition map is... We had Arena Ferox as Lucina's, and it feels weird to have two Awakening maps that are small.
So suddenly.
Future Emblem combo abilities are gonna be, and what the house leaders and what the house leaders in Byleth have. One of them is a heroes one, right? I've been joking about how funny it would be if, like, the Heroes one had a bunch of skills that required you to spend gold to activate them.
It's an honor to meet you, Divine One. I'm Etienne.
No, you're not. I can read your name. You're Gold Mary.
My arrows are perfect for
Finally, Alfred will be good. From what I understand, Alfred actually has pretty decent growth rates. So I suspect, since the game is auto-leveling him, he'll actually be pretty good. Here's Lyndon, by the way. I gave him Thunder, because he joins with Thoron in his map. I could have given him Fire, but I thought it would be interesting to have Thunder instead of Fire, right? And he has Weapon Insight. Hell yeah. I love this guy. I love this guy so much. We'll do Gold Mary next. She's actually, like, pretty decent. Ooh, Gold Mary's basis or Lyndon's basis? The thing is, like, Gold Mary is known for being super defensive, and, well, what happens when you have a very high defense growth is when you get reverse recruitment leveled down, bad stuff happens. She's no longer really defensive. But yeah, 12 magic in Chapter 3 with Thunder. Lyndon's gonna be amazing. Speaking of having an incredibly high growth for something, Rosado has less strength than a base Axe Pegasus. Poor guy.
Sorry, Divine One. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself. My name's Boucheron. If I'm near an enemy you're fighting, I can jump in and land another hit on them.
So, because Pegasus Knights are gender-locked in vanilla, they don't have sprites for the playable units as the male playable units as Pegasus Knights, so they just went with the lack of a sprite. And there is no way to fix this unless you make a custom sprite for him, which I'm not artistic enough to do, and I'm not gonna commission because I'm doing this for free and, like, I'm not making money off of it. So, like, they have unpromoted sprites for the pre-promotes, but they don't have female-exclusive unpromoted sprite, because Pegasuses are female-exclusive. Wyverns and Griffins are not, but Pegasuses are. So I actually, I really like Rosado's outfit. Yeah, it is. His color scheme works on the generic Pegasus model, too. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, yeah.
Grace?
Let's shoot. Oh, he's just short, even with the chain attack. Classic Alfred moment. Oh, I always forget that you can actually walk on these. Well, let's bonk you then. It's kind of funny, because this map is, like, incredibly tightly designed for the units that you, like, actually have on this map, right? But not so much for the units you don't have on this map. Like, Etienne one-shots the pegs, right? But, like, I can't do that, because I don't have Etienne. I hope a future update will let us wear Somniel outfits battle. There's a mod for that, actually, on Game Banana. There's a mod for that. Let me just do this. And then these are Lancers. Oh, but so will Rosada die to the pegs? Defensive 7. 14, so that's 7, 7. Nope, he's fine. Wait, is he weighed down? 8. 8, okay. Because he's weighed down by axes, so he's going to be really fucking slow, too. And I think we wait for the contemplative. I wanted to make Pandreo a sage, but his outfit looks so bad. Yeah, I made him a sage in my current playthrough. It's unfortunate.
What'd you think?
I want to use Rosado, even though I know he's going to be terrible. Reverse recruitment and looking at Rosado alongside units who join around the same time as him really highlights just how bad he is as a unit. Like, I love him, but that and trying to reclass him really just... He is unfortunately not a very good unit. Like, if you reclass Goldberry into a Wyvern, she's just better in almost every way. Hey, Cordelia. Let's... just being 1 point shy, like, constantly. Vale can get the kill, but Vale has an internal level of 15, so, like, I actually don't want to get kills with her.
Allow me.
I wonder if... Because I haven't... Like, I played through for testing, but I was doing it on normal casual, so I wasn't really, like, actually making decisions and stuff.
I can do more.
I wonder if, the... Vale's the Jagan, yeah. Vale's the Jagan. I didn't replace Alir. It's possible to, and there's someone working on one that does replace Alir, but it makes it a lot more complicated. To replace Alir, and I also think a lot more unbalanced, because Mavier as a Jagan is just broken as shit.
This is it.
But I wonder if all of these units that have, like, just in general are better than the early game squad will make, because, like, the growth units are... There are no growth units in this game. It's like, growth units are like Chloe and Louis. And, like, I've heard Alcrest is pretty good if you invest in him, but I also heard that about Lapis, and let me tell you, Lapis in reverse recruitment is not great. Where do Jean and Anna join? So I swapped Jean and Anna's places in the Parallax. Rather than putting them in a recruitment order where they are recruited... Because I thought about potentially being like, well, Jean joins after Chapter 4, so you put him right before Yunaka, right? But instead I was like, they're both paralog units. I might as well just, like, swap their places with each other. I probably won't use them, to be honest, just because they join very close. Since they're, like, swapped with each other, they join very close to where they would be in vanilla. So I probably won't use them, but that was the decision I ended up making for, like, the as a whole, the run or whatever. Not run, the mod.
Me, you say?
And I'm happy with that decision. I can see an argument for saying that Jean joins right before Yunaka, and Anna joins right before Alcrest. But it was simpler just to... Because of how because I was just editing XML files, and then melding them into the game. It was just... It made for easier edits to just be like, the recruitment order, and then swap Jean and Anna with each other.
Dispensed with doubt.
I love Mavier. He's another of my favorites. So I'm really excited to use him for the entirety of the game. And I know he's a favorite character of some other people as well. Like Jacob, Mavier is one of Jacob's favorite characters. So I know I'm not the only one who's excited to use some Mavier action. I'm also excited to use Linden. I love Linden. Very interesting. Ooh, wait, can Linden... Because we have Thunder. Can Linden just... Half of the boss's HP? Hell yeah.
I have my orders. No one.
Also, shoutouts to this boss being the same boss as the boat map. I forget who pointed that out to me. Someone in my Discord pointed that out to me. I think it was Cordelia. Was it you, Cordelia? Or was that someone else?
I'll help.
But, that's very funny. Canonically, this is Elusia's army, and that is also Elusia's army, so, like, maybe they're the same person? And she could have, like, second sealed or whatever? Because, like, canonically, Rosado can't have actually been a Pegasus Knight. So, like, I don't know, maybe. Maybe second seals exist for other units as well. You think it was you? Okay.
No praise.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know if she retreats or dies. Set up a kill for Rosado. Bum 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 bum.
Sorry.
He dealt 11 damage, and that's boosted by both poison and fell protection. She's just a clone? Okay. She retreats? Okay. I'll just do it again. You can use her vulnerary as many times as you want. I'll just do it again. It's Linden gaming time. I think we go here. How much do you do to Rosado? Do you kill Rosado? You do. Okay. Because I wanted to... Oh, you know what I can do, actually? Because you don't have 2 range, right? You just got an Iron Axe? Yeah, so we'll do this. And then I'll have Saphir... Like, technically, if I wait and she uses up the Vulnerary, again, I'm losing value because it's a droppable Vulnerary. But I have gotten... You get so many Vulneraries in the early game that, like, I feel like you can afford to burn some uses just, like, to be safe or whatever.
You're not just any soldiers, are you?
Alright, first Saphir level up. What are we getting? Strength, speed, HP. Congratulations, you're permanently on the team. Oh, and he's the MVP. I genuinely don't know how the MVP system works, because when I was testing this in normal casual, Kagetsu got MVP in the map he joined, despite the fact that I talked to him right before the map ended, and he got 1 kill.
Whoever it is you are, the rest of your forces have all been defeated. So surrender now.
Is this in-engine or a regular cutscene? I don't know. This is a regular cutscene, okay. We'll skip it. And she doesn't show up in an in-engine one, does she? Oh wait, no, that was in-engine. I wanted to see if she would be Vander under there, but I think it's a different model, so she wouldn't. That's also a regular-ass cutscene. Bye, Dragon Mommy.
Thank you for helping with my mother's funeral.
It would be really funny if MVP was just completely
The final
random.
service we could provide Queen Lumera as stewards.
You killed her! You killed her! Oh, for those who are wondering, Vale and Mavier, when they show up as, and Hortensia, when they show up as bosses, they are not replaced as bosses. Because those are considered different... Those are considered, like, different units. Are these... No, these are their unique lines as well. Why did the camera turn to her butt? Oh, do they just give the same line in every area? I hadn't really done any, like, talking to characters, so I didn't know they gave the same line in every area. Because for those who don't know, you get the bond fragments even if you don't talk to them. If there's no speech bubble, it's just their generic line. Okay. So I imagine the speech bubble ones don't get replaced, but the generic lines do. That's kind of cool. Like I said, like, the various things I did for reverse recruitment were mostly knock-on effects. I know that it's kind of a waste of time to get these things, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh! What should we name Sami? Should we just name Sami backwards, because it's reverse recruitment? Oh, we can't get Sami in Chapter 3? We have to wait until the next map, I guess? That's kind of dumb. Fucking robbed of our Sami content. Alright, well, give me suggestions for Sami's name. But I'll probably just do Emios. Yeah, exactly. Eimos. But if someone has a better suggestion... Oh, wow! Wait! Oh my god, they just have their faces... Because the outfits... Oh my god! Because the outfits... Because the outfits are... Oh, I need a screenshot of this. I need a screenshot of this. I'm feel... Yes, I'm feel... Okay, I was just taking a screenshot. We need... Oh, no, we need to see everyone is what we need to see. Like... I want to see what everyone looks like.
Well, look who it is.
Oh wow, that actually fits surprisingly well. Me when I feel. Ooh, wait, is the Ally Notebook... Is the Ally Notebook gonna call him Lyndon, or... You're not Lyndon! I'm having way too much fun with this. Where's... Okay, your emblem. The blue dots are people. We need to find more people. Shut up. We need to find more people. Ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Where's more people? Oh, there's someone over here. Do I need to go do a rest and go to sleep scene in order to get more people to spawn? His head is so small! His head is so tiny! Why is his head so tiny? Alright, well, so I know that resting in your room causes different people to spawn. So I want to see if I can get different people to spawn. I also want to see if the wake up events got altered. I haven't tested this. I like oversized hoodies, but that's a bit much. Maybe he just has gender dysphoria. Like, maybe Mavi is trans, and he just has gender dysphoria, so he's wearing a dysphoria hoodie. How many layers does he wear under that? Yeah, how cold is the Somniel? Like, you gotta be really sweating. Bum. I thought the wake up events are pre-rendered. They might be. I actually, like, hardly ever did the wake up events. They're just not what I sign up. That's just not what I play Fire Emblem for. Like, if it's something you like, that's A-okay. She has his monocle. She has his fucking monocle. Oh, wait. I can't wait till we get the outfit shop. We can put, like... Oh, if we get the outfit shop, we can put people in, like, gender-bending swimsuits, too. I can't wait to, like, dress up... Waste all of my army dressing up my units in the most monstrous clothes I can imagine. Like, forget spending all your money on forges. Spend all of your money on clothes. That's the real meta. That's the reverse recruitment meta. Where is Froment? I don't know. Oh! That fits surprisingly well. That fits surprisingly well. Is From over here? No, that's Valander.
Happy to be here.
Boucheron will have Rosada's... Yes, Boucheron will have Rosada's Somniel outfit. We'll just do the next chapter, and you can, like, do more stuff in the Somniel after that chapter, so maybe I can get weird outfits then.
Here we are, the Kingdom of Firene.
What a beautiful place.
I'm gonna let this cutscene play out while I go get a bowl of cereal real quick.
Crossing the sea all the way
So I'll be right
Olympus.
back.
I hope you're not worn out.
I'm fine.
Good, good. Listen, I'm sorry for twisting your arm to come with me.
Alfred, it's all right. I wanted to come. How about before we arrive at the castle, you tell me more about this kingdom of yours?
Happy to. Let's see. Firene is one of the 4 nations of Elios in the southwest. It's ruled by my mother, Queen Ev. We're known as, Land of Plenty. Our people value peace above all else. We haven't seen war for centuries.
You must come from a long line of capable leaders.
That's kind of you to say. Peace doesn't always come easy. Mother had to hammer out a non-aggression pact with our neighbors. The pact says there won't be war between us, Solm, and Brodia.
Right. Solm, the Queendom of Freedom, and Brodia, the Kingdom of Might.
You've got it. Solm is an open-minded country. They've always had good relations with Firene. But an alliance with Brodia took some doing. Their king's an ambitious man. He's always launching attacks on Elusia to expand his own territory.
I take it Elusia isn't in the Alliance.
No. Honestly, they're so far away, we don't interact with them too much.
I'm glad I got here just in time to hear Lyndon talk about not interacting with Elusia. Yeah, the forging and outfits unlock after Chapter 5. But resting, cooking, regular shopping, and a couple of other things unlock after Chapter 4. Also, sorry about the cereal ASMR.
Can you tell me more about the
I was
emblem
hungry.
that was entrusted to Firene?
Hopefully, we won't get any, like, major issues. Because I did do testing, right?
They're everywhere.
But if we run into an issue that I wasn't able to address, or that has, like, come up since I did the testing, just, like, apologies in advance. Unrelated. None of those characters have been recruited yet. Alright, I don't think anyone... Like, we can't go shopping, so everyone's probably just good with their inventory. I could theoretically give Vale Lyndon's tome, since she can use tomes. But, like, then Lyndon would have no weapon. That's why I didn't give Lyndon 2 weapons as well, is because I liked the idea of not being able... Oh, right! Sigurd Ring! Thank you. No one's a Cav. So, because normally you give it to Vander for the Cav bonus. Do we just do Rosado favoritism?
I am ready.
Like, Rosado favoritism, right? I feel like that's just gotta happen. I made a whole video on him, and it, like, blew up. So, like, I would be kind of remiss not to do Rosado favoritism. I love these preps musics, by the way. This is probably my favorite preps music in Fire Emblem. He'll get good eventually. I mean, so that's the thing, is Rosado, even in the vanilla game, is not great. Like, he's really not. I'm still gonna use him. Hey, more move on a flyer is always good. True. True. And, like, we can go across the river and do stuff that way if we want to. There's a sword flyer up here, so I do need to worry getting broken. But I think, other than that, we're good.
Alfred!
Saline? What are you doing here? I thought you were with Mother.
I was, but Alfred, the Illusian army is marching on the castle.
What? Why?
I cannot say. Before they arrived, Mother sent me to warn you. But then we were
Again,
ambushed
sorry
on
about
our
the
way to
cereal.
the
Like, I'm just
fort.
hungry.
Louis and Chloe stayed behind so that I might have a chance to escape. Please, we must hurry back to them.
Absolutely.
Pardon me, Princess Saline, but do you have the emblem ring?
Yes, Mother gave it to me.
So, the reason... So, like, here's the thing, right? Is with Saline's group, I kind of got to pick and choose who would be in there. Because in this order, it was Hortensia, Citadel, and then someone from Tamara's crew. I decided to make Hortensia into
Good idea.
Saline because I like the idea of putting Celica on a magical flying unit, and I want to just sort of show it off.
Now is it?
Celica on Ivy was, like, pretty good in the late game once you get Celica back. And the reason for that is it's a 15 space warp. But, like, the downside is most flyers aren't magical, but Ivy and Hortensia are.
Emblem
So spoilers, we're gonna use Hortensia long term as well.
I heard on the way from the castle. I am glad you're here with me.
I feel the same, Saline.
Now, for those who have been keeping track and wondering about the supports, you may have noticed support hearts appearing between pairings that
Thank you.
you wouldn't
With
expect
Celica's help,
as the
I
vanilla
was able
units.
to reach Chloe and Louis more quickly.
They are gaining support points as if they are the people they're replacing. So, Vale is only going to gain support points with people Vander could support. However, the support cutscenes will be perhaps different than you would have expected based on that. Oh, one short.
Look at that house.
I have not used Hortensia in a vanilla playthrough. And I say that as if I've done a lot of vanilla playthroughs. I'm currently on my second vanilla playthrough, and I sort of... I got to chapter 21, and then I sort of stopped playing for a few days because I figured out how to hack Engage, and there were so many hack ideas I wanted to do. Like, I made that 0% growth one,
Time to crack skulls.
but, like, I also wanted to make the reverse recruitment. I think this is... I love this. I think it's really cool. Reverse recruitment as a concept. I don't know who first came up with the idea of reverse recruitment, but, like, I'm happy they did. Yeah, I do think it's really cool how she's basically, like, she and Ivy, their classes are basically the same thing, but one is focused on combat and one is focused on support. I guess we go... I don't want to be in range of the sword flyer, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So we'll go here. We canter up.
I've got this.
Oh.
Let's go.
Oh, I could have set up that kill for...
Just want to live in peace.
You know what? I think that's worth restarting the chapter. Because we're, like, on turn 1. I think if you fuck something up on turn 1, it's sometimes worth just being like, I'll just start the chapter over. Because it's, like, it costs you almost no time. You want to try your first 0% run on this game? I mean, so I have a community post linking to the patch I made that's on Game Banana. I will say, I think that the end game on hard and especially maddening is going to be incredibly difficult in 0%. But the early and mid game will be very interesting. Okay, so now with the poison, Rosado should be able to kill. Yeah. Or I don't think he actually needed the poison. The extra 2 damage was overkill. But yeah, if you want to, I am still debating whether I want to immediately do it or wait for the DLC to come out. Like the other 3 waves. Because the other 3 waves will definitely have some powerful stuff. Like, Tiki's gonna be a big part of 0%ing, I think. Like, being able to give revival crystals, the stat bonuses she gives when engaged. Obviously not Star Sphere, because I deleted Star Sphere, but, like, Tiki's incredibly powerful, and it's not just the revival crystal, but the revival crystal is gonna be a big deal in 0%, I think. Probably on normal mode. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm probably gonna do hard, rather than maddening.
Yes.
Just because, again, like, I don't think, like, I think it'll be very hard, to do it on maddening. I'm sure it's possible. Oh, right, I forgot to, oh, nice. Marin is one of my favorite units in the game. I forgot to highlight the units we got. So this is what Marin looks like. This is what Hortensia looks like. And this is what Seadoll looks like. His stats don't really matter, though. It's just, we get a fucking dancer in Chapter 4. Are you kidding me? Yes, please. This does mean that Chloe replaces Seadoll, which makes Seadoll's join chapter a little bit different.
Here goes.
Because then, like, Chloe will have... Because he's replacing Chloe, right? My most played FE game is Fate, so an early dancer just feels right to me. Yeah, even in Conquest, which is the latest you get Azura, she shows up really fucking early. It's like Chapter 8, right? For Dragonfall? My first Fire Emblem game was Path of Radiance, and, like, Raisin is one of the latest joining dancers in the series. But it's not even, like, that abnormal. Because, like, Tethys on Ephraim Route joins pretty late as well. Incredible how Hortensia still has almost the same base magic that she does in vanilla, right? And so, like, here's the thing, right? Since I didn't modify the stats at all, I just allowed the game to auto-level people. There are some rounding errors. But for the most part, they are either identical to or extremely close to where they would be. And for those who are wondering why I reset, it's because you can't time crystal turn 1. How much do you deal? 12.
I can do this.
Can you set up a kill for Rosado? There we go, Jagan Vale. Jagan Vale, ladies and gentlemen. And boys and girls and non-binary friends and all that fun stuff. It's always so weird attacking from a fort with a knife. It looks so funky. Dun, 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 dun.
What'd you think?
I think you're phenomenal, Rosado. That's what I think. And he got the hand axe. Ooh, wait, hold on. Well, oh, Archer. Archer alert, archer alert.
I feel my resolve is strong.
Warp Ragnarok.
I am
We can reach the boss, by the way, from here because of the 15 range. I don't think that's advisable, though, because I don't think she can take on all of these enemies and the boss at once. I do want to go across the river to take out this Armor Knight, though. Ooh. Wait, I can't. I guess this sets up a kill for Marin, who I can then dance and have kill the archer.
It's over.
I will strike you down. Ooh, I just spotted a rare bug.
So, with Marin early on, right? I think it's worth highlighting. We once again just have an avatar where the female version is just better. So female Alir benefits from Pegasus access, which male Alir does not get a unique class. I don't think Pegasus is good for Alir because I don't think reclassing to a tier 1 class ever makes sense. Oh, you can't kill. Oh, this could be bad, actually. Fuck. Well, we'll take care of you. Just because of the way that internal level works, I don't think you ever want to reclass tier 1. You want to reclass in tier 2. But female Alir triggers Admirer, triggers Fairy Tale Folk, which, to be fair, male Alir triggers Fairy Tale Folk as well, but you get more male units in the early game than female units in the early game. Because, like, you get Klon, female Alir, and Etier, and Celine are the only female units you have in the early game. Because Chloe can't trigger Fairy Tale Folk because it's her skill. Knightly Escort only affects females. So, like, it is so weird to me that, like, I never reclass Alir just because of the emblem bonuses. Yeah, I like Griffin Alir personally, but I do think the Dragon Emblem bonuses are also a big deal. Like, Dragon Vein Corrin is probably the best one. Or dancing with Byleth is also a big one. Fuck. Okay, well, we need to redo this turn then. I am gonna use the time crystal, because, like, you know, this isn't a, Iron Man.
I feel my resolve.
I think I want to kill the archer and then dance with Seadoll. So because of that, I think what we do is have Marin attack this guy. Wolf Knight Alir is pretty good, but I like Divine Dragon more for Rally Spectrum. Rally Spectrum is really good. I just slapped Byleth on Veil, TBH. I had Byleth on Tamara, and this time around I have on Kagetsu. And the reason for that is, I like the +4 strength that Dance of the Goddess gives. Tamara wasn't really doing anything. Kagetsu not being able to get Dance of the Goddess is a little annoying, I will be perfectly honest. Because he's, like, one of the better units. But I can move Byleth as well. That's the other thing I've been doing often is, wait, why aren't you getting count? Oh, because he's broken, that's right. So I think we... Fuck. Because then this guy. So I think what we do is attack from here. I'm a little worried about Seadoll's safety. I mean, that's because she has basically the same stats as she would normally. But we're in Chapter 3. Wait, oh, fuck. I meant to do Lodestar Rush. Fuck. Also, welcome, Stigurna. We'll go up by 1, because I meant to Lodestar Rush there. No, stop it.
Emblem engage.
Engage.
My prayers are with you.
I mean, part of it is also that I'm playing on hard instead of maddening. So, like, Hortensia's combat... You know, units are gonna perform... they're gonna perform closer together to each other the lower the difficulty is. And I think that units are definitely distinct in hard mode, but... It's easier to make a bad training project work in hard mode than it is in, like, maddening.
Allow me.
Very intriguing results.
So, like, I think Combat Hortensia could potentially work in hard mode. Like, she would be a worse version of Ivy. But you could do it, probably. If you wanted her to be a combat unit instead of a support unit. Okay, so Sadal only has to take the peg. I don't think that mage can reach him.
I want to help everyone.
Oh, never mind. I don't know why I was worried. Wait. I've never seen Sadal crit before. I just have Hortensia full of salves. I think that's the ideal way to use her. Like, I think she is much better as a support unit than as a, like, actual combat unit. But,
I can still do this.
especially on lower difficulties, like, units are able to do, like, they're able to perform, you can use them in suboptimal ways and still have success. Yo, that crit animation is really cool. Yeah! I'm actually really glad I saw that. I've not, Oh, the other thing is that, she's getting her stats boosted by Celica, is part of why as well. Like, she has +3 magic because of Celica attunement. So that might be why her base stats looked closer than you would have expected. Is because, like, her base magic was actually 9, not 12. I think we dance Marin. Because I don't know that Hortensia can kill a mage. Because they have res. Ooh, Marin can't kill the mage. Ooh, wait, hold on. Fuck. That could be bad. Yeah, enemies also have pretty terrible res at this point. Ooh, I should have danced Rosado. Might have to use another turn wheel. I'm basically playing on casual mode. I can't fully unit block because this guy... Oh no, he has Surge! Oh, I thought he had Elwind, or I thought he had Wind. Never mind, yeah, that's completely fine then. Celica on Alfred, and he was able to do pretty well. Does Alfred have a decent magic growth? Nope. Did you, like, what was the benefit that Celica gave then? Was doing an Iron Man attempt while super tired? Was it just, like, to warp him in places? So I just lost literally everyone else. Was it a maddening Iron Man or a hard mode Iron Man? Ooh, fuck. Chain attack moment.
Tough luck.
Okay, well that was bad. Maddening. Look at me being super fucking casual. How does she have 3 vulneries? Oh, right. I gave her an extra vulnerary because she's replacing From, who would normally have a healing staff. I tend to operate on the philosophy in reverse recruitment that if you replace a healer, if you replace your first healer with a non-healer, you should give them an extra healing item, like Vulnerary or Elixir or something, to make up for the fact that the player would normally have a healer at that point. And I think what healing item you choose depends on how soon it is until the next healer shows up. Because Hortensia is our first healer, right?
We're losing.
Rosado gaming time.
Gods, please protect us.
Oh, right, because they're armor knights. You know what? Here's what we'll do, right? Da, 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 da. I think we give Vale a tome. Because I don't know that Hortensia is going to be doing any more combat this map. And then Vale can attack the armor knights with fire. By the way, are we talking endgame spoilers? I haven't quite finished the game. I'm trying to avoid spoilers as much as I can. But like, you know, obviously, you can see who is recruitable and who isn't. I have like a light spoiler policy. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to talk about things that happen in Endgame or whatever. But I gave, like, the spoiler warning at the beginning, and I feel like, you know, if you come in and you're like, oh my god, Vale is playable, that's not fully on me, because it's like, you know, it's reverse recruitment. You know that... You know what you're signing up for, you know? That you'll potentially see or get spoiled for things from the end game. That said, like, there's a number of chapters after Vale joins, and, I'm gonna try to, you know, not spoil them. Let me just visit. And we can go get that other house, too. I'm on chapter 25, because I loved the game too much to be over. See, I love this game too, but what I ended up doing, right, is once I got to, like, chapter 20... Ooh, hello. Forgot about y'all. How do you do? 17... 8... They are just short of combo. Oh, wait, no! Chain attack! If she gets her chain attack, then they get the kill. So, once I got to chapter, I want to say 20, I so badly wanted to play again that I just sort of mainlined the story. Like, I rushed through because I was like, I am having so much fun with this game, I can't wait for my second playthrough. Let's have Rosado...
I can do more.
Just for experience, do this. And then I'm gonna heal him with Hortensia. And... we'll cook this Armor Knight. And then I'm gonna have Hortensia take the Fire Tome and heal Rosado.
I hope I've done well.
Saphir has the second highest HP growth, which is interesting. Who has the highest? Is it Panette? I've heard Panette gaming is, like, actually really good. from a couple of people. Heal you. And you're a sword unit, so Mavier can contemplative. Do that. We'll give Mavier both dragon bonuses. Boucheron. Yeah, we'll give Mavier both bonuses. Panette is currently my strongest physical attacker. I've heard Panette is one of the many 100% crit units you can, like 100% crit builds you can do. I think the 100% crit builds are incredibly funny. So Lyndon and Saphir just sort of like took care of this part of the map. Lyndon will get us the Jav.
Anything for you.
I'll have Marin go ahead and do this. By the way, the choices that I made for what to declass or upclass people into are, a lot of them are self-explanatory. Like Rosado, I made an Axe Flyer because he's a Axe Wyvern. She's a Sword Wolf Knight, so I made her a Sword Cav because, in case you are not aware, that is what, we'll do items, Vulnerary up. That's what Wolf Knights come from. They come from the Cav line. Mavier, I thought would be a Cav, but he actually depromotes into, like, a Spear Fighter.
Okay.
Which is kind of interesting. So we can do this. I'm considering... Yeah, Panette's base strength is really good. Her HP growth is really good too, isn't it? If I'm remembering correctly.
Yep.
Oh, Rosado answered my question for me. Thanks, buddy. Berserkers are really funny units. Do Berserkers get a crit bonus in this game? I don't think they do. Oh wait, fuck.
Oh, I lost. As bad as this looks, I've got to...
I keep forgetting she's frail as shit. Maybe I want to give her... Okay, so I think that strat works, but I want to give her Fell Protection. Because then she'll take 3 less damage and she'll survive. Oh, or I can just kill him on player phase.
Soon I'll be a legend. The man who captured the Princess of Pyrenees.
Woo! We cooked him.
I would have won.
So, like, what is the point of Berserker, then, if they don't get a crit bonus? Is it, like, the growth rates are better? Because, like, it can't be Smash Plus. It cannot be Smash Plus. Because that skill is so bad. Like, imagine using Smash weapons. S-rank axes? What is the S-rank axe? Because, like, I feel like the only good S-rank, like, the only good legendary weapon is the Lance.
You
Not
saved
Venomous,
my
but the
life.
other one.
Thank you. It was nothing, really. I only did what anyone else would do.
Are you here by yourself?
Highest strength and HP, I guess. They have the highest HP and strength growths, I guess.
You're braver than I
So they're
am.
kind of like something you go through in order to get good growths, and then you reclass to something better, I think.
You really did save
That's what
my
I did
life.
with Anna. In my current playthrough, I made Anna a sage for the bonkers magic growth. And then once she had a decent magic, I reclassed her to
Might I interrupt?
Bow Knight for Shining Bow and Levin Sword Axes. I know it's not called the Shining Bow, but I'm always going to call it the Shining Bow.
Home or to an inn.
That's a good idea. Hey, Vale, do you live around here? Huh? She's gone.
Oh, the S-Rank Tome is a brave weapon, right. So brave weapons are ass unless you put them in a backup unit, because it's a brave backup.
Barefoot?
No, I'm afraid I didn't see.
I think
matching that
that's
description.
probably the use for brave weapons in this game, is to throw them on a backup unit
Thank you.
to get brave assist outside of heroes. Actually, does it stack with heroes' brave assist?
The difference between victory and defeat.
I wonder if it stacks.
Don't mention it.
Yeah, in my first playthrough, I had Brave Axe on Saphir, and she would double for
He said that?
for
Imagine
chain
so
attacks.
casually with the divine dragon. Please allow me to apologize on his behalf.
There's no need.
Yeah, I think it's a good, like, I think it's actually the high might I like better than it being 1-2 range. I actually really like when they can find a way to make bows useful without just making them 1-2 range. Oh, so, I'm not sure if y'all know, you can sprint by holding down the R button, right? But, so that's not what I wanted to say, though. You can sprint by holding down the R button, but did you know there's actually, like, a mega sprint that's, like, faster than this? If you hold down the L button, you mega sprint. Look, it's an Alm reference. We got Celica on this map, and we get Alm on this map. Yeah, I'm... See, that's the tutorial about collecting bond fragments by not talking to people. And I feel like no one has read that tutorial. Like, the number of people who I've seen...
Mind if we bend your ear a minute?
Oh, I forgot the dog! Oh, fuck, I'm an idiot.
I'm an armor. We saw you trade.
Oh, fuck, you're right, I forgot the dog. But yeah, so that tutorial about getting the bond fragments, right? I feel like everyone skips that one or something. Because so many people have been surprised to learn... Why am I going so slow? Why am I going so slow? That's why. I had the game speed on normal that whole time. There we go. That's what I'm used to. That's the Allure I'm used to. I can't believe I forgot that. Yeah, so you can get the dog. You can get the dog and get the sheep, but you can't get the chicken or donkey. Alright, let's look at some more cursed models. I don't know if I'm going to use the DLC or not. I want to see the Dysphoria Hoodie Mafia again.
Talk after I spent so long silently watching over you.
I know what you mean. I'm really glad to...
I love Dysphoria Hoodie Mafia. Oh yeah, shoutouts to no one manning the kitchen, even though technically I should be able to order a meal. First things first, let's get a tome for Vale. Oh, there he is. There he is. He worries. He worries about people. Oh my god. He worries that the Dysphoria hoodie isn't gonna hide.
Wow.
He worries.
So, about the armory.
Okay, let's get Vale a tome. We say fire, I think?
Here you go.
Let's give a hand axe to Saphir.
Here you go.
Do you want to give a fire tome to Lyndon as well, I think?
Here you go.
Like, Alira's fine like this, right? Vale is good like that. Does Mavier want the javelin? The javelin's on Lyndon. Let's actually, like, arrange our inventory. Hey, that's completely valid, though. Like, let's not judge Mavier. It happens to all of us. We get worried about, you know, getting clocked and dysphoria stuff. Do you think I should use the DLC or not? At the very least, like, the steel weapons and the hero's weapons are just, like, so powerful. I feel like I kind of want to not use them until we would normally have steals available. Like, the early steals are really good. So I don't think I'll use the early steals. Yeah, the hero's weapons. Yeah, okay, so if you want to wear... So, like, first off, as a, like, weapon itself, this is iron versus the Falconveer is just a better version of iron, right? It's, like, one more weight, but, like, stronger. And if you forge it up +1, it's really good. But they all have abilities, too. So, like, this one gives +3 attack for 1 turn if you start at 50% HP or less. This starts... The steel weapons aren't DLC. Yes, they are. I'm pretty sure they're DLC. I'm pretty sure the steel... Because the steel weapons come with the stat boosters. This one is, like, good for tanking. I usually throw it on, like, Louis or whatever. The steel weapons are for everyone? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so multiple people are saying they're the day 1 update. Oh, well, that's why. Because I was playing it as a review copy without the day 1 update. So I thought they got added with the DLC, because I added the day 1 update and the DLC at the same time. Okay. Well, in that case, who do I want to put the steel weapons on? But then this is the best one. +1 move if you have 40% HP or less at the start of turn. Day 1 update gives the steel weapons, the steel ingots, and bond fragments. Okay. I thought they were DLC. I could have sworn they were DLC. Emblem lied to me. That's all I got. I'm blaming someone else. I'm passing the blame. There's an Emblem video where he says the steel weapons are part of the DLC. So that's what I'm doing. I refuse to take accountability for my own mistakes. I don't have the DLC and I have the steel weapons. Okay, you thought they were DLC too, so I'm not the only one who's a dummy. I'm not calling you a dummy. I'm calling me a dummy. But yeah, this one I imagine for efficiency playthroughs that allow the DLC, I imagine that this weapon will be very useful in, like, manipulating units to always have less than 40% HP for the extra move. Ooh, am I able to start a poll? Or do I have to have 1,000 subs to do that? Community moderation. No, I can't do that. Yeah, I think I need 100. Oh no, engage with your audience. Start a poll. Okay. Add option. Okay. Celica? Marth. Sigurd. Who to pull bond rings from? Ask your community. Who are we pulling bond rings from? And I'll give you until I finish all of the management stuff. So, who do I want to put... Okay. The steel weapons... I think Saphir is probably a long-term unit, so I guess she can get the steel axe. Like, I don't think the Steel Axe would be good on Rosado because it weighs him down so fucking much. I'm already running into the problem of, like, my favorite units are all endgame units, so I want to use everyone on this squad, and I know it's a pitfall to try to raise them all. Like, I need to pick people to raise. I'll use Marin instead of Gold Mary. I love Gold Mary. But I think I'm going to use Marin instead of Gold Mary. And Mavia gets the Steel Lance. And I don't have a bow user, right? So we don't have anyone for the steel bow. And we don't get a steel dagger. And, like, we don't get steel art. Oh, is Seedal wearing Chloe's dress? Where is he? Oh, here's Frompt. Oh, well, that's interesting. I was actually a little bit worried about what they would do, because Saphir is darker skinned than From, right? But her, like, they have her skin. That's actually not how I expected it to work. I thought that the hands and legs would be part of the outfit. But they're not. That's cool. Yeah, I expected her to have a white body as well. I think that's pretty cool. No dogs, because I'm a scrub gamer.
Thanks for all you do.
Look at this. Wait, oh my god, the hair is part of the outfit. Oh no. Oh no, this is so cursed. The hair is part of the outfit. The hair is part of the outfit. Sorry, anytime that I pause, I'm taking screenshots. Because I do want to publish this on Game Banana, but I want to have, like, good screenshots for it. If you want to play the mod before I publish it on Game Banana, though, there is a link in the description of the video for where to get it. It's on my Discord server. There's a channel called My ROM Hacks, and it is available to download. And if you don't know how to install mods onto a Switch or Switch-like console, feel free to ask me in the Discord. I would be happy to answer. You read Gold Mary as Ace? Big Hurdy Lightning. Big Hurdy Lightning is good. I had Lyndon Big Hurdy Lightning for, the first one. For my first playthrough.
What in the
Autosexual.
world is this creature?
What's autosexual?
Found it at last.
Oh, Vander? What do you know about this little...
Seedal is in the cafe.
Much, unfortunately. It began...
EIMMOS. Herself sexual.
I like that name.
Okay. I'd never heard that term
Nice to
before.
meet you.
Does Nintendo ban you if you install mods like this? If you are playing online, yes. So you should not play online. I like the bold brows. And a little rump ribbon. I'll give him an orange. How is Boucheron gonna work with the Rosado top and skirt? We'll find out when I get him. We'll find out in Chapter 16, I guess. Or I guess after Chapter 16. Bum ba da bum ba da bum ba ba bum bum ba. Well, let's see. Where's Seedal? Oh, I can't. Where's Seedal? He's in the cafe. I might have tried acquiring a Nintendo PC. You know, honestly, this outfit fits Marin's personality. I read Marin as a butch lesbian. You know, that's my canon. I feel like this is a very Marin outfit. I like it. Yeah, I have heard that... Hey, Sea Doll. The tits are part of Sea Doll's outfit now. Sorry, I need a screenshot of this for Game Banana. His arms are so small, too. His arms are so small. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't go over this earlier. Oh wait, it's not there. Huh. I thought I gave the fracture staff to Hortensia, because she gets that when she joins, but I guess I didn't. Oopsie daisy. That's my bad. He looks like a caricature of a woman.
Now about the shop.
None of these. So I'm gonna do the DLC, Tiki map probably. And so nothing, I don't think buying things before I have the silver card available, other than the bare essentials, is probably worthwhile. I'm not gonna use the hero's weapons, because I think the hero's weapons are like, I don't know. But I'll probably do the Tiki DLC. I might use the DLC bracelets, because they're very strong. And they're very fun. What's up, Rosada? I love you. Yeah, so the DLC gives you the silver card, but it's on Tiki's map. So you don't get it by default. You have to find it in Tiki's map. It's actually really cool. I made a video pointing it out, but it's in so Tiki's map is the Ice Dragon Temple. And it's in the area where the secret shop is. On that map is some sparkly tiles, and if you warp someone there, you get the silver card. Walking the silver card behind DLC is very mean. It is pay to win. It's predatory. It's bullshit. Luckily I got a review copy of the DLC. So... By the way, you don't actually need warp. It just takes forever. Oh, really? I didn't know that. In vanilla, you need warp. Like, in the game, in FE3, I mean. In FE3, you need warp. Which is why I just sort of assumed. So, end pull. The results are pull from Celica. Alright. We're pulling 10 from Celica. Right, we gotta get our achievements. We're grabbing achievements, and then we're pulling 10 from Celica. How crazy would it be if, like, my first pull... If I pulled 1 and it was S-Rank May? Like, how crazy would that be? There is, a mod that makes all ranks, all rings S rank. Wait, no, not inherit skills. 10 Celicas. I'm gonna do it. I normally do them as a batch, like by just hitting start. But I'm gonna do them slowly for tension. Because I'm streaming. Ooh, we got Conrad A. Nobody cared until I put on the mask. Conrad B. Jenny C. Ike on a tanky unit is so nice. I currently have Ike on Great Knight Louis in my second playthrough. I am swearing by the virtues of Great Knight Louis. I know that generals can't get broken, but you don't get broken by enemies that deal 0 to you anyway. No S ranks. Ripperoni and Pepperoni. I blame chat. You didn't want it hard enough. I swear on Panette Ike. Yeah, so that's the other thing, though, is it giving the extra bulk to someone who could benefit from it is also good. Is the arena available yet? No, it's not. Are there any units we haven't looked at yet? Who, like, we want to look at? No, we've seen everyone. Okay. Ike on anyone works really well. Ike is hard to use. Oh, I need to see if the wake-up events are pre-rendered. Tell you what, I'll do that next time I go to the Somniel, because I already left and I kind of don't want to do it in, like, the loading screen. Yeah, Ike is a good emblem rank. Ike is very powerful. He's also, I feel like, the emblem rings I feel like, so the first 6 emblem rings you get are a lot more universally useful, and the last 6 are more situationally really good. Like, you have to use them. You have to know how to use them better. Like, slapping Sigurd on someone and just being like, now you have 5 more move, is kind of just like a level 0 way to improve them. Whereas, like, figuring out how to use Great Ether, figuring out like a good place to use Great Ether, for example, or like taking advantage of Speed Taker in the order you kill enemies with Lyn, having Lucina give a specific unit. I usually use a Wolf Knight because the chain attacks then have poison, but having Lucina give another unit more chain attacks. I think they're more. I think Ike in particular, like doing a good Great Ether, I find very like risk reward, personally. All right, who do we want to put? Do we put Celica on Vale? Like, we could put Celica on Vale.
Celica, let's go.
And do we want to give Sigurd to a Cav? Like, now that we have one? Marin? Great Ether is just a question of can you do math? Well, I'm bad at math.
Sir Sigurd.
Leave it to me.
We're still using Rosado, but I'm not giving him Sigurd favoritism in this map, because I think Marin is going to use it better because Gallop gives, like, even more move. Okay, Mavier. Conrad Mavier? Or do we want to give Conrad to... Or do we want to give Conrad to Rosado? And then we'll give the weaker Conrad to Mavier. What does Jenny give magic? So we'll give... I'll give Lyndon this one, and I'll give Hortensia Delthea. Didn't take long for this game to get hacked, huh? Yeah, I've been making this over the past, like, 3 days. Also, hi Alice, welcome. Glad to see you here. I know you from Mithra Zenith streams. But yeah, I know I've been working on this. I've been working on this for the past, like, 2 or 3 days. I stayed up until, like, 3 in the morning. I didn't work on it at all. I didn't work on it much yesterday. I did some finishing touches and testing yesterday, but I was babysitting for my partner's nephew, so I didn't really get a chance to do that. Oh, wait! Do we do that? Do we do this? I think we do this, actually. I think we do this, actually. Sorry, Marin, you're getting some... Ooh, do I want to use these? These are all actually pretty good. I forgot to, like, highlight. Like, this is really good. I like putting this one on a Lear. Because it just, like, stacks even more. So then who do we give Marth to? Do we give Marth to Rosado? For Rosado favoritism time? Does Marth give any bonuses to people other than the dragons? Ooh. Is Lodestar Rush bonus... +1 attack for a backup? Yeah, we'll do that. And so then Rosado can get the better version of... Or no, Rosado has the better version of Conrad. Marion can get the worst version of Conrad then. Canto Dancer, Canto Dancer. Is Alir hard-coded? Alir is not hard-coded. There is, in fact, someone working on a version of the thing that swaps Alir. But swapping Alir makes it more complicated. And, in my opinion, also makes the early game squad a lot more unbalanced, because Mavier as a Jagan is extremely powerful and trivializes the early game. Which, you know, that's part of the fun of... that's part of the fun of reverse recruitment, but also... I don't know. I like having to figure out how to use these people as well. You're a sword fighter. Oh, what if we put in Mavier? Oh, right, I forgot to get supports, didn't I? I have some supports available. I kind of want to show off how the supports work. Do I have to be in the Somniel for the supports to work? I always forget to... Or can you do them on the map? Reference... Port... So Vale and Saphir don't actually have a support, because Vale and Saphir are replacing Vander. They have a support because they're replacing Vander and From, but because there's no Vale x Saphir support to pull from, they, like, don't do that. Oh, never mind. Okay. If I get a support with a Lear, I can show off what happens with the supports, because something funky happens with the supports. Something kind of cool and funky happens with the supports. Oh, right, I forgot Sigourna. I forgot your real name was Alice. Because I always just call you Stiggy. I think I want to try using Vander through all of Maddening. So here's my pro tip. If you want to use Vander during Maddening, use him in the arena, because it's fixed experience. And so it's like the fastest way for him to get experience. Also, for those who don't know, you should wear bond rings in the arena, because emblem rings get taken off, but bond rings do not get taken off. I think this is good as this. Bond rings give 50% SP, whereas emblems give 100% SP, but emblem rings get taken off in the arena, so you get 0 if you have an emblem equipped, because you can fight against the emblems in the arena.
Let's hear it.
Nothing like attacking an archer from 2 range. That's called gaming.
Well then, let's go.
Cook 'em. Let's cook 'em.
I'll help.
I guess I could have theoretically used Thunder so that I could set up a kill for someone, like Rosado.
A good fight.
Okay.
Where we headed?
But Rosado wouldn't have reached anyway. Pretty terribly.
Mavier reporting.
Look at this unit. I thought you still got SP with an emblem ring in the arena. Only with bond rings, because emblem rings get taken off in the arena. So you'll get 0 if you have an emblem equipped, but if you have a bond equipped, you'll get 50%. Alright, Rosado, show us what you're made of. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Strength level up. Now he's at 5 strength. That's our boy. I do want to be careful of the archer because I have more flyers than usual. Oh, right! She has big personality! That's actually kind of baller for early game.
Stage is mine.
Understood.
Okay. The other thing is that having an emblem on Sidal means that I'll gain full SP, so I can get Cantor Dancer sooner.
Allow me.
Yeah, big personality basically turns stabs into
You
festals.
were a worthy opponent.
I might actually want to get some kills on Sidal so that I can get Cantor before, so I can get Cantor before Sigurd leaves. I almost, like, didn't say Sigurd leaves because that's, like, a pretty big spoiler, but then I was like, oh, right, like, reverse recruitment. I've spoiled things from chapter 22. Ooh! We've got a perfect opportunity for Sigurd to use his engage attack. Having Ivy as a dire thunder spammer, should I give Ivy holdout because she gets one rounded by like everything, or Kanto? I mean, is she enemy phasing? Because I don't know how her bulk is on Maddening. On hard mode, her bulk is actually pretty good. As long as you get, like, Speed Taker and a couple of... Like, if you invest some speed on her, either with Speed Taker or, like, maybe Speed Wings or something. She's not enemy-facing. I would say Canter, then. So she can... Like, then she can Canter to an area where she's not enemy-facing. Her bulk is good, but she gets doubled by everything. Yeah, that's the biggest problem. And I don't know how well it works on Maddening, but I tend to... I love how Sidal looks engaged with Sigurd. That purple hair, that looks so good. Like, that's actually pretty baller. Sorry, I got distracted. In hard mode, I have found that getting her Speed Taker allows her to basically get out of her speed problem by killing a couple of Armor Knights in turns like 1 or 2. Oh, hello. Sorry. My controller came unplugged, so it froze the game real quick. I gotta fix that. There we go.
Now for my next experiment.
All better. I spy with my little eye a Rosado kill.
This is it.
A Yassified Sephirin. Oh, thank you. I have done 0 work on, like, voice training and stuff. Because I just sort of accepted, like... There are cis women who have masked voices, and that doesn't make them any less valid as women. And so I am fine with having a fairly masked voice as a trans woman. And I understand people who aren't, because, like, dysphoria is a bitch and a half. But, I am fine with my voice as it was without any alteration. I sometimes, like, slightly try to switch it up for, like, job interviews and stuff. Or, like, in specific scenarios where I'm worried about being clocked. Nice chin attack. Yeah, I'm trans. I've talked about it in a couple of videos, but I don't, like, I don't know, market myself as it or whatever. I don't hide it, but I don't think your voice is mask. Well, that's the other thing, right? Is, like, what is mask and femme is, like, largely social constructs. Oh, nice crit. Like, what's mask and femme is, like, largely social constructs. And a lot of it is based in misogyny and racism. Like, a lot of it is based in racism. Features of non-white women are often considered to be masculine, because of racism.
With a true heart, engage.
Like, it's a big thing in terms of, like, the idea of, like, passing often is making yourself look like a white woman. And also a non-Jewish white woman. Because you bet your ass being told that you have a big nose, therefore don't look like a woman, is a thing. And I wonder where that comes from. So, yeah, the idea of, like, what is masculine and what is feminine, like, there's obviously, you know, there's some amount of, I wouldn't say objective, but there's some amount of, like, you know, there's some amount of, like, what we have experienced as, oh, okay, ooh, you can use thunder, you can use the thunder. Give you thunder. Boom. But a lot of it is just what we have decided is masculine and feminine. Oh, it's not intentional. It's definitely not intentional. But, like, I'm not saying that I believe that having a big nose makes you not feminine. But especially in, like, spaces obsessed with policing women's appearances, so either TERFs or the bad side of passing. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to pass, either for your own dysphoria, or for, like, safety reasons, or, you know, whatever reason. You think Hortensia is dead? Yeah, probably. She'll just dodge. Just simply dodge. Just simply dodge.
Oh no. It's bad.
Okay, that was a bad plan. That was a bad plan. Let's have Hortensia not attack. I think that there are certain communities obsessed with policing women's appearances. TERFs are the big ones. But there's also, like, I would be lying if I said I didn't think that there's a subset of trans people obsessed with policing how other trans people present themselves. And, what ends up happening is they oftentimes just throw out racist and misogynistic stereotypes. Like, I'm sure you've seen the things about, like, TERFs will get, like, a random cis athlete and say, like, we know this person is secretly trans. And it's like, oh no, they're just muscular. So you assume that they are. Can we cook this guy with fire? Ooh, wait, does this set up a Rosado kill? Nope, it does not. It sets up a C-Doll kill. Am I actually... Like, it's unironically actually probably good to get some kills with C-Doll for, like, SP reasons and bond with Sigurd and stuff. Because I want to get him to 1000 SP before Sigurd leaves. Sorry, I didn't mean to get on a tangent rant thing about, like, masculinity and whatnot. Transvestigators. Yeah. It's, like, it's fun to laugh at them, but it's also, like, frustrating when you realize, like, I don't know, it's like a whole... We'll just do this. Yeah. There's also, like, a whole discussion to be had about how spaces that are meant to be for the trans community as a whole are often exclusionary of people who are not trans feminine, or in particular not binary and trans feminine. And, like, how pointing that out also often leads to, like, there will often be, like, when you bring up the fact that, like, spaces that are meant to be for trans people as a whole are... Oh, nice dodge, by the way, because she would have been dead if she didn't. I'm thinking, like, particularly as it regards to online trans spaces. Which, like, part of that is also a problem of just, like, people who are perpetually online. I do think that the idea that... Because you get told, like, oh, well, there's just more trans women in this space than there are trans men. Whether it's, like, Reddit, Twitter, whatever. I think that comes from the attitude of, there are no women on the internet. And the idea of there are no women on the internet assumes that, like, anyone you interact with is a man. Like, you default he, him to people. And I think as an extension of that, then people assume if I interact with someone that is trans, they're a trans woman. Because they just assume that everyone is AMAB.
I'll do my best.
And it's like it's a whole, I could go on for, like, a while about, yeah, that's the other, everyone forgets trans men exist. Even TERFs, which leads to, you know, the simultaneously hilarious and frustrating things where it's like, you'll never be a real woman I sent to a trans man. Why, yes, thank you. But it's also then frustrating of, like, you know, getting erased even in the bigotry, right? Which, like, on the one hand, you know, you don't want to be a target of bigotry. But on the other hand, just, like, constantly being erased as a transmasculine person. I cannot speak from a transmasculine perspective. Like, I'm transfeminine. So I don't want to speak from a transmasculine perspective, but I imagine that the constant erasure is, like, weighing. To a point where even if, you know, you get the haha funny of, you know, so-and-so accidentally correctly gendered you. And that is funny. But I imagine there's also a degree of frustration that comes with it. Just because it's another instance of being erased. Congratulations. I mean, so the thing is, we're constantly going on journeys of discovery and whatnot. So, like, if you feel like a trans man and then later you don't, that's, like, completely valid. You don't need to feel, you know, you say 95% sure. You don't need to feel like you can't say you are one if it turns out or whatever, you know? Like, I used to identify as bisexual, and I've since realized I am not. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Yeah, non-binary erasure is also a big thing. I mean, I'm non-binary. I am she, they, non-binary, and female is how I currently... Let's just get rid of this. Let's just get rid of this. Identify. Nice. Alright, I think we want to warp Ragnarok. Can we just, like... I don't think Veil does well here, right? Because how much... Your 17 attack, what's your defense? 8. Yeah, Veil does not do well there. We cook you. I think that's step 1. Cooking with Lendon.
You put up a good fight.
Yeah, the problem is once you start running into the situation where enemies have like 2 or 3 revival crystals, then it becomes like an issue of how do I warp Ragnarok without just like fucking dying? Because you can't just warp Ragnarok in and kill something as easily. I used it in the final map. I will not talk about the mechanics of the final map, but I felt like it was very useful in the final map. I go engage, warp Ragnarok. You know, we'll do this. I never found warp Ragnarok very good because it always just gets me killed. Yeah, that's the problem. Is it like because even on the kill boss maps you can't one round with a single unit, it becomes like a problem. Dun, 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 dun. And then I think Hortensia can thunder. Bazap. This room is always really interesting. I think it's like, you're tempted to, because you have Louis and Vander, you're tempted to like try to choke this with the 2 tanky units. Micaiah is better for warp skipping. True, but even that is like oftentimes not enough. Micaiah in combination can be potentially a thing.
Good night.
You've never used the wall route? Oh, so you're on team I go through the door. That's interesting. I've heard a couple of people say they prefer going through the door. Not having Sigurd for this line feels so bad. But Sidal has to do combat to build up his emblems. I've used both. I do actually. I've been using the front door. How much bulk do people have? You got 9. Because the thing is, like, I want to rush, right? But I don't think rushing is the correct strat. Ooh. I think we big personality heal up Veil. Kill this guy. Because now we can't get broken. Yeah, that is the one thing that scares me about maddening, is not being able to break the bosses. Okay, we grab Thunder. And Thunder this guy. Alright, I think I know what I'm doing. I think I wait here, get Contemplative, Rosado moves, and then Dance. So now we have the Contemplative boost. Move Marin, because the Rider's Bane is scary. And he's gonna get broken, so maybe not? I actually love it. The bosses have been so tense. I feel like the bosses are also tense on hard mode, but, like, you're better at Fire Emblem than I am, so maybe you would find them incredibly easy. But I feel like on hard mode, they're still pretty tense. You've watched your friend play it? Alright, let's see how this goes. So he's gonna get broken. Oh! Going for Veil. Oh, wait. That's actually really bad. Fuck, Veil might die. I just really love maddening this game. I have heard it described as, like, yeah, she... Ooh! Ooh, and by not killing the Armor Knight, she might have saved herself. Because now she can't get attacked at one range. Okay, so he's broken, but it's fine. I think it's the perfect amount of difficulty. I have heard that it is incredibly well tuned, and I'm excited to play it. Like, I genuinely am excited to play it. Steel Lance. Okay, I think we fireball this guy. Yeah, it's definitely like, it's not like fucking Three Houses maddening. Difficult but fair. The lack of ambush spawns, but the fact that reinforcements still feel threatening is my favorite thing that a Fire Emblem difficulty can do. Who has the... Oh, okay, so if I can get the Rider's Bane onto Mavier...
I'll do my best.
I think I want to attack and then dance her and have her fight an archer.
Excuse me.
So I can get the Rider's Bane onto Mavier. I would play Shadow Dragon hard modes if ambush spawns weren't a thing. There's a hack that removes them. There's a hack that changes them to regular, I believe. I might be wrong, but I think there is one. So many, there's so many enemies. How do you do against the archer? Can you one-shot? No, and you die. And Mavi is my only lance user too. Let's try this. So we do want to put the Rider's Bane on. Trade. Rider's Bane. Attack. We barely survive that. We can heal up because of big personality. If we get hit. Okay, okay, okay. I haven't used the DLC and haven't done any skirmishes. I have not done any skirmishes either. I personally prefer Fire Emblem's difficulty without grinding. Okay, and then we take 14. Those constant contrarian opinions on ambush spawns are so tedious. Like, come on. I want to be able to play the game without using FEWOD. Yeah. I'm not a fan of ambush spawns. I'm not a fan of ambush spawns. You can't... Yeah, you can't reach. You potentially can. So I think we...
I have this.
do that. Okay.
Not bad.
Like, her getting exactly one shot... Well, no, 2 over. But... So if I could have gotten Fell Protection on her, then she could get the kill, right? Yeah, so as it stands, that's not a good situation to be in. I think we still have Mavier attack. No, I think we need to redo this entire turn. I do think this is still a good first move. Just like one-rounding this guy, right?
Excuse me.
I want to kill both of these archers.
Put up a good fight.
The bosses in Hard 5 are also really frustrating. God, that's so much damage, and she gets broken. Maybe Saphir? She's got 12 defense. Saphir can be like another frontliner person. You head into voice chat? Have a good one! Second boss on Shadow Dragon Heart, I have no idea how to beat without critting. I think like the strat is to break his weapon. Which is just like not fun game design in my opinion. And then we... I think honestly put Alir up here. She'll get broken, but it lures the Cav away. And also gets this area less clogged. Goldberry here. Have Hortensia heal with big personality. And then I think dance her and have her do it again. I couldn't break his weapon because everyone got one-rounded. How are you supposed to break his weapon? Because there's a strat to do it, I just don't remember what it is. Hard 5 is like, we didn't playtest this at all. Like, it's really just, we didn't playtest this at all. Should have given us phantoms. Ogma's fast enough to survive, but he was already dead for me. Yeah, I think Ogma is the strat. You have like Ogma, because Jagan gets doubled. Alright, so this is a lot more manageable. This guy's annoying. I think we want to kill this guy, and then I think we dance and kill the other archer with Mavier as well.
I believe I am in the right.
I believe you're in the right as well, Mavier.
Better get to work.
We can do this. Do, 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 do. Plan was to use Gordon, but he was one speed short of not getting doubled. That's rough. God, having a dancer for this chapter makes it so much easier, too.
This is it.
Although, on the other hand, the way that I cleared this my second time was just rushing with Sigurd Louis and, Warp Ragnarok. And I think I had Vander Marth. What we do is bonk this guy with the iron axe.
Excuse me.
Excuse you. Bum
No one's gonna miss you.
Ba-dum bum bum. Alright, so these areas are actually safe from the archer. I didn't expect that. Didn't expect that, did ya? Okay, how much is this? 4 damage.
I'll manage.
That's not great. That's not great at all. Steel Sword deals 13. Was the Lear dealing 6, I think? Yeah. So we can get this. Bonk. And she has Knightly Escort, which she would not have if a Lear wasn't female. Oh wait, no, Vale is also female. Still. Like, it's so weird to me how often the female avatar is just better. Like, at least Byleth, you could go, like, Grappler with Byleth if you wanted to, because of fist proficiency. And, like, yes, Pegasus Knight Access is just better than Grappler Access, but if you wanted to meme around, like, there are potential reasons to go male Byleth over female. Whereas, like, Alear, there's no tactical reason to go male Alear. The only reason you go male Alear is because you want to get a certain S support, right? Or if you're like, if you're a man and you're making male Alear be yourself. Which, like, I don't know, it's really weird to me. Female Byleth got a lot of favoritism too, like with the Free Sylvain, for example. Pegasus Access as a Lear, I really don't think you should reclass Tier 1. Because of the way internal level works, it just, like, really nerfs you to reclass Tier 1. I think we just dogpile the boss now. I chose male Alear because I think he looks better. I actually prefer female Alear's design. I like the long hair for the multicolor a lot more than I like the short hair for the multicolor. You can get all the S supports regardless of gender in this game. Yeah, but aren't some of them not romantic unless you're... Like, aren't some of them explicitly straight? They're not romantic unless you're a certain gender or something? Or am I wrong about that? I prefer male Lear's battle outfit, but his casual outfit is... They're all the same for both gender? Oh, I didn't know that. So are a lot of them platonic, or is just everyone bisexual?
Moment of truth.
Why don't I have a hand axe equipped for chain attacks? Because I'm an idiot, that's why. Bum 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 bum. Perfect. We can set up a kill for Rosado.
This is it.
It's like 50-50 romantic platonic, but all the romantic ones are bisexual people, I guess, or pansexual, or like otherwise queer and multisexual. I say bisexual as the default because that's what's been like internalized to me as the default, but I feel like that's a habit I should try to break because it assumes that bisexual is like more valid than pan and poly and various other sexuals, and I personally don't subscribe to that. Female Lear is the cutest avatar by far. Meanwhile, male Lear gets bullied at high school. I don't like male Lear's hairdo. I think it looks like Bedhead, personally. Boom. Rosado favoritism.
This is it. Still alive.
Still alive. God, chain attacks are so good.
I better get out of here.
Alright, I do have to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna let this cutscene play out while I'm going to the bathroom so you can see, like, the funny, Also, Hortensia has gotten MVP every map since she's joined. Both maps. I think most people consider bisexual as an umbrella term, including pansexual, polysexual, etc. True, but I do think it's a little bit like, I do think it's a little bit,
Alfred, Mother is in the back room. She's okay.
I don't know. I would prefer not using bisexual to include, like, pansexual and whatnot, because it feels like I'm not a member of, like, any multisexual identity. I'm a lesbian. So, like, I don't want to speak on behalf of a community that I don't belong to, but I feel like it's engaging in erasure a little bit. I think queer is generally a better word to use for that. I agree. Queer is probably the best catch-all. You know, there's some people who don't like queer. By the way, Rosado and Gavari's unpromoted outfits are really cute. I think those are just the default ones. Rosado is just the default Pegasus. I do need to go to the bathroom, though.
And get this, the Divine One summoned Emblem Celica from our ring.
A legendary emblem. Oh my, how extraordinary. Thank you sincerely. You have my deepest gratitude. My family is safe because of you. You are blessed with the same powers as your mother. How is Queen Lumera?
Well, she's gone. My mother passed away.
No, that's awful. I'm so sorry.
Some intruders entered the castle. They tried to kill me, but she gave her life to protect mine.
Oh, how tragic.
I'm glad that I could spare your children the pain of losing their mother.
My heart goes out to you.
Forgive me. We've only just met, and here I am, laying my grief at your feet. I just wish I could have saved her too.
Divine One, while I cannot take away your sorrow, perhaps I can help you bear it. To reunite with her and then lose her so soon, I can only imagine how painful that was. For now, allow yourself to grieve, knowing that I grieve with you.
Thank you, Queen Ev. Your warmth, your kindness. It's almost like she's here with me.
Ice cream? What ice cream you getting?
How are you feeling?
What flavor ice cream's that?
I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
No, we shouldn't have dragged you into all this right now. I'm sorry, Divine.
Yeah, they're all speaking with the voices of the people they're replacing.
I hadn't left when I did. What might have happened to you, Celine? Or you, Queen Ev? I'm proud to serve.
The reason they're speaking with the voices of the people they're replacing is because those are what the voice actors recorded. I unfortunately did not have the budget to hire all of the voice actors. Okay, let's not forget dogs this time. Oh, there's no dogs in the castle? That's so homophobic! There's no dogs in the castle. I mean, it's one dog. It's not a big deal in the long term of things. But yeah, that's Rosado's unpromoted. I think Alice was asking about that. Or, no, saying it was good. It's just the default Skyrider outfit, but I think that his color scheme really makes it work. Let's go to the Somniel. Yeah, I unfortunately did not have it in my budget to hire the original voice acting cast to read other people's lines.
Got a second to talk?
There was no puppy in the castle. There weren't any puppies, right?
I was expecting to get at least one. At least now we know that Lumera is dead.
Yes, but there's
There's
another,
another divine
to take her
dragon
place.
to take her place. Yeah, so the cutscenes load... The way that I swapped them, the cutscenes are going to load the party members, not... The way that I swapped them, the cutscenes are going to load the person who's replacing, rather than the person being replaced. Bum ba da bum ba da bum ba ba bum bum. All right, let's waste all of our money on funny outfits.
Now, about the boutique.
No dedication. I love this. You're keeping this forever. You're keeping this forever, Vale. I like the Dysphoria hoodie. Alright, Saphir, what have we got for you? Do we go one piece? I like the one piece. I think Goldmary looks really good in Etie's outfit. I'm gonna leave her in the frilly blouse. The one piece is real, true. I like this one too, a lot. Oh, wait, so why does Rosado have... Rosado's replacing Boucheron. Does Boucheron normally have a one piece? I feel like he does not. This I hate. I hate the hair. Oh no, the hair stays! What? Why does the hair stay? I like this a lot too. Why does her hair stay the way it is? Also, what the fuck is that? Okay, so see... So is it just these outfits are just the... So the only swapped ones then is the default one? Is that what I'm getting? In that case, we should leave them all at the default, because I like the swapped outfits. This looks really cool. I like this for Linden. Can I buy... Are these veils? Oh, so the only one that switches is their starter one? Hi, Say. Oh, we can get sunglasses. The only one that switches is the starter one? That's kind of disappointing. Let's get some sunglasses for Sadal.
Thank you.
He'll do that. Brilliant. I love his tiny arms. Yeah, he looks like an alien with the skinny neck.
Be well.
I don't really know what that means, so I'm gonna ignore it. See ya! Oh, fun fact. Sami hates nuts. Oh, is it a sex thing? Yeah, please. If it's a sex thing, please don't say that. That would be my request. the majority of the cast in this is actually very young. According to the game's code, Saphir is 35. I also just, like, I'm not here for, in general, the, like, I don't know, I feel weird about, like, where to draw the line in terms of, like, sexualizing Fire Emblem characters, because, like, on the one hand, like, sometimes it can be, like, fun to meme or whatever. I always feel weird about, like, where do we draw the line in terms of what's creepy, what's memey. What's, you know, I know some people legitimately find, some of these characters, like, sexually attractive. And, like, I don't, and I'll be honest, I don't really understand finding them sexually attractive. But I also don't, like, as long as it's not, like, a child character, don't want to judge, you know? Because, like, you know, whatever floats your goat, as long as it's not, like, you know, like, Naui is criminal. Or, like, the people who are mad that you can't have sex with Anna, because you could in the Japanese version. Like, that I'm not okay with. But, you know, like, if someone's, like, I legitimately find, I don't know characters' ages. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that Vander is of age. So if somebody says, like, I legitimately find Vander very sexy. Like, I don't understand, but I'm not gonna judge you for it. If that makes sense? I don't know. Apparently the Japanese version wasn't ever romantic, and people made that up?
Sorry if my elegance distracts.
I feel like that makes it worse. Still no one cooking. If I rest, if I go to bed, does someone start cooking? I'm pretty sure it was not romantic in the Japanese version. So yeah, people just made that up. That's worse, because it's like people inventing a scenario in which they can be like a pedophile. And every community has weirdos in it. So, like, saying, you know, I fucking hate Fire Emblem communities. Am I just not going to get wake-up events? I think reverse recruitment just made it so I can't get wake-up events. Oh, right. Do we have any supports available? I swear there are actual supports. But I'm not getting any of the ones that trigger the funny cutscenes. Oh my god. I need to get an Alir support. Alir's all the way down here. I need to get an Alir support so I can show you how the funny cutscenes work. Because I got Alir Veil's support. Wake up events are funny. Yeah, I think what happened is maybe I need to have both swaps units for them to be in the pool or something. I genuinely don't know how the wake-up events happen in-game. Oh, I can go to the arena. Alright, so I think I'm going to send Sidal in the arena every single time, just to maximize the experience we get on him. No, I have not had a video game crush. I mean, I meme about Jill Valentine being my wife from Resident Evil. But I don't legitimately find her attractive, if that makes sense. Alright, so here's... I'm just gonna demonstrate. And I'll probably make a video pointing this out at some point. But, if you go through the standard arena with a bond ring equipped, you will get SP.
We were fated to meet.
Hi!
If you watch in the bottom left corner, we'll get 50% of our experience as SP. So in Maddening, for example, you would get 5 SP. Can we get this support? Wait, how are we at B already? Damn, that was fast.
I'm Cedal, famed dancer of Som. Come at me.
Oh, you know what it is? Wow. Look at how good Mavier is. Look at how fucking good Mavier is. How what? How what? What is the... What are you asking how for? Altruistic computer.
I'm Cedal.
About the B support? How B support? So it's Cedal plus Hortensia, right? I don't know. Because they're replacing Celine and Chloe.
Well-earned victory.
Or Seijin and... Yeah, Celine and Chloe. So, I don't know. Let's, do we want to emblem anyone up? Yeah. I genuinely don't know. The supports are really funky, so it's probably a problem with that.
Sigurd, leave it to me.
I think we just move on at this point. 2 world map. Yep. Boop. Oh, someone took a very stinky poop in the litter box. I can smell it from all the way at my computer desk. So this paralogue, I'm probably not going to play, because I don't want to use Anna and Jean. But I do want to show off what I did with them. I had them switch places with each other. I like Anna as a unit, and at some point I would love to use Jean, like, as a meme unit. But I feel like using them in this run would be kind of against the spirit of the run. Similar to, like,
These pills ought to clear up
there's a mod that swaps the Conquest and Birthright casts. You should hack a mod where everyone has armor as their base class. Can't you get an energy? Oh, there's an energy drop in this map, so I'll probably play it, but I'm not going to use Anna. I had a lot of fun using Anna in my second playthrough, but it feels against the spirit of reverse recruitment to use someone who joins so soon compared to when they normally do, right? Like, Anna and Jean being swapped basically makes them just vanilla units. I decided to do that rather than find a place for them in the cast. Why does this guy have no move? That's weird. But, like, it's like there's a ROM hack that swaps the Birthright and Conquest casts, and Fuzzwaz is actually playing that on her channel right now, if you're interested. But what she's doing is she's not using units like Kaze and Silas, who are available in Conquest Vanilla, because it feels against the spirit of the run to use someone... Like, you know, if you're doing a hack that's like... Oh, who do we give the Seraph Rogue to? Probably Mavier, right? Like, he's actually beefy. With Contemplative as well. Saphir's a decent candidate, potentially, as well. Or we could go Rosado favoritism. Because, like, he's got 10 defense, so, like, it's not terrible. Like, Contemplative is what makes Mavier seem tankier than Rosado. But he's not actually that much tankier. I think he probably has a better growth, right? I'm making a poll. Rosado, Mavier, Saphir. Boom. Should have counted Anna and John in recruitment order as soon as you can recruit them. So I thought about doing that, but I decided to swap them with each other. But I thought about having, like, Anna be directly after Saline Squad. Or rather, directly before... Yeah, it would be Jean, then Yunaka, then Anna is how it would go. I thought about doing that, but I decided against it. Maybe I'll make another version that does it that way. Or maybe someone else will. You know, easy, it's fairly easy to modify. Okay, well, I guess... Linden is just, like, better than Hortensia. In, like, every way, other than, you know, her being a flyer. Well, she can use staffs. She's my only staffer. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Of course Rosado is winning the poll. Of course Rosado is winning the poll. I'll give it at the end of preps. Store all. Store all. Store all. That seems good. That's obviously fine. That seems good. Do we have any more lances to give you? Oh, Rider's Bane would be good. Oh, right, we want to give the Armor Slayer to someone. Goldmary and Alir and Marin are my only sword users, right? And I just benched 2 of them. So, I guess Alir gets the Armor Slayer. Do I want Thunder on Veil? Just, like, have Hortensia embrace her role as a support unit? Probably. Probably. What program to use for editing Engage? There's no programs yet. I'm editing the XML documents in Notepad. But let me link you to a tutorial. This will give you the basics for editing stuff. And invites are disabled from this server. Never mind. I was going to invite you to the modding server I'm a part of, but apparently it's private. I was not aware of that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I use Notepad. Apparently Notepad++ is better for, like, laying out code in a specific way. But... yeah, Notepad is pretty easy. I can go ahead and... yeah, so I can't make an invite to the modding server, but I believe... oh, so the link that I sent, the Game Banana link, has a link to the Discord server I'm in. If you need assistance, you may join the Discord server, but please read the tutorial first before doing so. I know almost all of Engage's data. If you don't know where to find something, thank you. So basically, the link that I gave is to a tutorial about hacking Engage, like modifying Engage's files. But if something comes up that you cannot figure out from that tutorial, there is a Discord where the moderators are extremely helpful. Were very helpful for me in terms of figuring out generals, because generals are very complicated in Engage. It looks like Rosado won by a very large margin. Rosado was 57%. I guess we're doing Rosado favoritism. Like, all the way. Oh, right! It's not just his Seraph robe. There's the DLC ones as well. There we go. There we go. Favoritism. Favoritism.exe. Oh, hello. Okay, there we go. There we go. Favoritism.exe. He's very cute. He's very cute. He deserves the favoritism. God, you know what's hilarious is before I gave him the Seraph robes, Sidal had more HP than Rosado. God, he's such a bad unit. Reverse Recruitment really highlights just how bad he is. Which is such a shame, because I'm going to use him anyway. Oh, only Vale can reach there. Okay. Bum ba dum bum. Ba ba dum bum 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 bum. Alright, I think this is how we want. This is the squad. This is the squad.
There are so many wounded we couldn't get to the clinic.
Father, I'm here to help.
Father, I'm here to help. We can split up. Oh.
I thought I told you to run and hide.
Hello, welcome, welcome. But yeah, Anna and John, I decided just not to put them in recruitment order, but theoretically they could have been on either side of Yunaka.
Very well then. Come and give me a hand.
You missed me giving every stat booster I have to Rosada, including the DLC ones, which includes a pair of boots.
Where are we headed?
And he's still pretty disappointing. British? British?
How do I look?
Allow me.
Is who Alir?
I almost broke a sweat.
The chapter 22... Oh, Emblem Alir? No, that's Marth. That's Sidal. And that's Celica. Or, not, that's Sigurd and Celica. I don't have Emblem Alir. Someone was asking if there was a way to make the emblems reverse recruitment. And I actually don't know. Alir has not been swapped, though. Alir is the only character that hasn't been swapped. So Vale is Vander.
I can fight.
And everyone else is, you know, based on that.
The stage is mine.
So here's here's something that you could potentially do, right? And then probably is going to be my next project, just like because someone suggested it. One thing you could do for reverse emblems is give Marth all of Erica's emblem powers and go in that way, rather than switching the emblems themselves. So it would probably still have Marth's face, but
Let's hear it.
it would functionally be Erica. I think we big personality heal. Big personality's so good. I love 2-range stabs. Erica cosplaying as Marth. Yeah, so like basically, because so I've done editing of emblems. For my 0% growths mod, I removed Starspear from Tiki so that you could have a true 0% growths. Look at that, effective damage, and it's only dealing 15. Truly, Rosado is a god. He's a god gamer. Look at this absolute fucking god gamer. And he got strength, so now he will kill this guy, because he was going to be one short of one-shotting him. With 11 damage to his 12 HP. Surge is such a funny tome. A one-range tome. Who'da thunk it? It's, like, cool. Oh, right. So, Jean is programmed to be a healing... Like, he has healing AI. So Anna's just gonna stand here. She's not gonna go aggressive ever.
I won't quit.
I have this.
Yeah, so it is possible to swap a Lear. There is someone working on a hack that swaps a Lear. But, I chose to not do that for this one. I've never used Surge. The infinite hit is situationally useful. Do you think Rosado plays Fire Emblem? He absolutely looks like he plays Fire Emblem. The better question is, what do you think Alir's, or Rosado's favorite Fire Emblem is? What is his SP at now? Still only 473. We'll get Micaiah soon, and I can put Micaiah on him and spam Great Sacrifice to get him to 1,000. I really want to get Cantor on him. Like, before Sigurd leaves, I mean.
Our foes are strong.
I bet Rosado likes Sacred Stones. Yeah, so I actually left Erica on Rosado the entire time my first playthrough because I was like, this emblem feels appropriate for him. I don't really know why, but like Erica feels like, and not because she's female, because like Celica and Micaiah are both female as well, but Erica just feels like that would be Rosado's favorite lord if he played Fire Emblem. Oh, that was just, like, coincidence that you were saying it like that? That's kind of funny.
The weak die.
Erica is cute. Erica's definitely cute as a lord. Jesus Christ, Sadal, combat dancer time? Is it actually combat dancer o'clock?
Excuse me.
Like, I know it's wrong, but it feels so right.
Allow me.
I want to see another Sadal crit. Sadal crit was really cool when it happened earlier. Like, I know it is extremely suboptimal, but Combat Dancer, come on. Yeah, we'll do that. You can't hate on it. Does Vale have her perfs? Yeah, she has, well, so she has the one that is her actual personal. She doesn't have the one that comes from her class, because that's a level 21 skill. So she has Fill Protection, but she doesn't have, there's a skill that comes from her level 25, and I don't remember what it is, but she doesn't have that. Whatever the other skill she joins with, she doesn't have. Oh, the personal weapons? No, I put them on Vander. I deemed them too strong for the early game. However, I can very easily make a version where she does come with them. It'll take like it takes like editing one text document to do that. So after the stream, if someone reminds me in the Discord, I'll make a version where she has her perfs for anyone who wants to use her perfs. I love Sigurd dancing when you dance with Sidal. It's really cool. It's a really nice touch. Where's Rosado? There he is. It's 11 damage. Can we set this up to be a kill?
I'm ready to help.
You can do this. I like it when units have personal weapons, but I think that it takes, I think that the ideal personal weapon is something that is situationally their best weapon, but not universally their best weapon. Oh, you know what? I actually should have attacked from 2 range. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. We'll do this. This is better. Also, shoutouts to Hortensia's mount. I really like Hortensia's mount. I wish Ross had a perf. The hatchet should be his personal weapon. That's my hot take. I know that it not being his personal weapon, allows for some more interesting stuff you can do. But I like it, I would like it as his personal.
It's not safe here. You should be running. I can't. I'm the...
Here I go.
Here we go. She's not that different from Vanilla. She's actually like leveled down 4 levels. It's another backup unit, so that's nice. Oh, that guy's dealing 0 damage to Hortensia anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, so Vrajinto is what I'm thinking of when I think, like, a bad personal weapon, because it's too universal, in my opinion. Like, it's just always the best option, with some exceptions. I've actually found myself using weapons other than Rajinto in 0% growth birth rate.
I'll look for you in the night sky.
Yes, I'm going to be doing Combat Dancer to try to get Canter on him. Because, like, what else am I doing this chapter, right? We need to make sure not to... Okay, so this guy is how we get the house. Because we need to make sure not to route early so we can get the house. Fujin Yumi, I really like the Fujin Yumi as well, but it's another one where it feels basically like it's always Takumi's best weapon. I guess, yeah, when they have durability, but like, so here's, I think the Liberation is actually a really good personal weapon for an infinite durability game, because it is not ever going... Well, I guess maybe in the early game. Actually, how does it compare to an Iron Sword? So it's stronger than an Iron Sword, right? But it's weaker than Steel and Silver. But the secondary effect is why you would use it. So I think that it is an example of doing personal weapons well in a infinite durability game.
Thank you for checking in on me.
Wait, this person has a name? Is that... That's not Jean's mom, because Jean's mom is dead. Spoilers for the supports. Why does that character have a name? +5 liberation is basically a silver sword. That's true, but forging in this game is kind of broken. So I feel like if you +5 any weapon, it's going to be very good. She isn't dead? Am I thinking of someone else's support? Oh, I'm not thinking... No, I'm thinking of Louis' supports. That's my bad. Yeah, she is his mom. Hey, welcome home. I'm almost done streaming. Bum, 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 bum. Work was rough, I take it? So we just gotta kill this archer. He's gonna probably attack Sidal. Yes, thank you for the healing, Jean's dad.
I won't miss a step.
Oh, wait, oh, he's covert! Right, archers are covert. It's the first time archer covert bonus has actually, like, mattered at all. Donna, 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 na, na, na. And I don't have a mystical unit. You can go for that. And then we can kill him with Lodestar Rush, probably.
Here goes.
Bum 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 bum. I don't know why he attacked Vale. Sidal wouldn't have countered him. Anyway, my partner just got home, and I think this is a good point to wrap up anyway. I will probably be continuing this playthrough, not in the next stream, because next stream, the Saturday one, is more of my Thracia but evil. But I will be continuing it at some point.
Come now, Jean. Give the nice people a
I'm sorry. Yeah, it was a weird time. It was sort of like last minute. I wanted to show it off because I just finished it.
You did well today, Jean.
Oh,
But yeah.
I introduced myself to you, but I never
Let me
asked
know
your name, did I?
what you think or whatnot. And like I said, if you are interested in playing this yourself, there's a link to where I have it. I don't have it on Game Banana yet. I want to get some screenshots for it.
Like I said, there was a lot
First.
going on at the time.
But yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic, let this cutscene play out, and then I'm gonna end the stream after the cutscene. So bye!
Wow. If it's all right with you, Divine One, can I come along and help?
Jean, what's gotten into you?
My dream has always been to become a doctor so I can save people, and that hasn't changed. But with monsters running rampant, I might die before I can do that. Look what just happened. At the Divine Dragon's side, I think I can learn to fight and to heal people at the same time.
Well, that's all very well for you. But what about the Divine Dragon? You'd just be a burden.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Not if what he did during that battle is anything to go by. If Sean wants to come, I don't mind. Though I understand why you'd be worried.
Well, if he has your permission, then I can only ask that you take good care of my boy.
What? You're actually allowing him to go?
Father, I told you, you don't need to worry about me. It's not like I'm never coming home. In fact, when I do return, I'll be a first-rate doctor. You'll see.
How quickly they grow up. Of course, Jean. Be a good boy, a hard worker, and an attentive student. And come home safe.
I will. Thank you, both of you. I can't wait to start working alongside the Divine Dragon.
The feeling is mutual, Jean. I have a hunch that I'll be leaning on you a lot in the days to come.